Hey YouTube, just want to do a video about how to cook on the road. What I want to show you is something I got here, a rice cooker. I don't know how many of you have seen them before. They're not that popular in the United States. I know the slow cooker, the crock pot, is quite popular and it's similar, but the rice cooker cooks much faster at a higher temperature. Anyways, you can cook pretty much anything in it, not just rice, which is a great thing that I found about it. It's very simple to use. Like I'm going to cook with it right now and show you. I find it like to be a really easy way to cook when you're traveling because it only costs, I bought this rice cooker for less than $10. And if you go to Big C in Thailand, you can buy them like that every day. The nice thing about this one is it has like a non-stick coating. I know it's still got some burnt food on the bottom, but imagine if it didn't have that. It would just be plain aluminum, which on top of not being that healthy is, you know, much harder to clean. So easy to cook in there. I put some water in there. Now I'm going to put some rice. Now I'm going to put rice in there. I got brown rice. If you just cook rice on its own, it'll cook rice very well. It cooks it perfectly. Way better than you could do it on your own. I like to put a little bit of milk in there. It's just my own sort of recipe that I came up with. Trying to eat as healthy as possible. And I just got a bunch of different ingredients here. I put some pepper in. It's a nice thing about Southeast Asia, you can buy fresh pepper too. It's dried out now, but you get it and it's green and something I've never seen before. Put a little Thai chili paste. I'll put some dried chilies in there as well. So I like my food quite hot, and it's good for you as well. Yeah, the great thing about this is that you can cook with it, and it pretty much it does everything for you. Even when you're cooking stews like this, it will cook and cook and cook, and once it's finished cooking, it'll warm it for you. So you can have, if you can get a bigger one too, and you can have like your whole family, and it'll keep it warm while everybody keeps getting like seconds. Put a few raisins in there to sweeten it up. And I'm going to put my meat in there. I got some a fish fillet. And also this rice cooker that I have also comes with a steamer as well. I got my chilies in there right now drying, but you can put that on there and then put the lid on top so you could steam vegetables or fish. But right now I'm just going to cook everything together. And I got some vegetables, but I'm going to put those in later. I'm going to put those in last. And I'll show you when I do that, and I'll show you how it turns out. So I plugged it in and it's on warm. Now I'll turn it on to cook. Put the lid on. The nice thing about these is that they're so cheap. I mean, if you're going to stay in a place for a month, it's worth to buy it for less than $10. Use it to cook. If you don't have space for it, you can just sell it or give it away and then buy a new one in your next location. It's a lot easier and safer than trying to use immersion heaters. I tried that for a while, but they kept burning out and burning my food, and this is just a lot simpler, a lot easier to clean up. It's really not even that heavy. If you have the space, you could travel with it. Alright, so I'll leave that for about 30 minutes, and then I'll come and put the vegetables in and I'll show you how it turned out. One other ingredient that I forgot to mention is this, that I'm going to put in there is this fish sauce. I might actually do a separate video later on when I get back to Mexico. I'm going to try and make some of this stuff. I've never heard of it before I came to Thailand, and there's different types. There's the type that you can buy at the supermarket that's pasteurized, and it's just pretty much a liquid. And then this is like real fish sauce. It's fermented fish. They put it in salt water and they leave it for a number of years, and it rots. Or I don't know if it rots. I mean, it ferments. So it's got all that kind of like good bacteria in it, similar to yogurt, as well as all the all the vitamins and minerals from the fish. the oil from the liver. You know, to me, it's got to be very good for you. It's similar to a vitamin. You know, it'd be a good survival food as well. I mean, you could just make buckets and buckets of that from fish. You know, you could buy cheap fish and make it, and it will give you nutrients for a long time. I mean, it doesn't require refrigeration. Smells smells like rotten fish, you know, but you put a little bit in, and it gives a good flavor, and it salts your food. So something you might want to check out. I find it to be an interesting food that I've never heard of before. Okay, so you see it's finished cooking now. Just simmering. I put some basil in already. I cut up my vegetables. Obviously I leave the vegetables till the end so that I don't lose all that nutrition. And just cook them for a few minutes just to mix the flavors. Put that in. I'm going to put in some more basil. A different type of basil. And that's it. You can see how easy it is to cook like that. Requires no attention. Just set it and forget it. Anyways, hope you like that tip. If you can find one of those, it'd be a great trip for a great tool to bring with you on any kind of trip, like motorcycle trip where you're going to be staying in hotels, or car trip. Save you a lot of money. You know, as the economy is getting tighter, food's getting more expensive. You know, and save your health too. You don't want to be eating out all the time. $10 is not that much. Really, you'll save that within a day or two of cooking in your hotel room, and then you can just get rid of it when you go. So I hope you like my video. Thanks. Bye.